The American Revolution, a pivotal event in world history, saw a myriad of actors and forces aligning in a complex struggle for independence. Among these actors were French Canadians, whose involvement and impact on the revolution have often been overlooked. Their role was multifaceted, encompassing both support and resistance to the revolutionary cause. This article delves into the contributions, challenges, and experiences of French Canadians during the American Revolution. Historical context: French Canadians before the Revolution. Before the American Revolution, French Canadians, also known as Canadians, lived primarily in the province of Quebec, which had been ceded to Great Britain after France's defeat in the 7 Years' War 1756–1763. The British administration, under the Quebec Act of 1774, granted the Canadians the right to maintain their language, religion, and legal system. This act aimed to secure the loyalty of French Canadians in the face of growing unrest in the American colonies. Initial American outreach. As the revolutionary spirit grew in the 13 colonies, American leaders recognized the strategic importance of gaining French-Canadian support. In 1775, the Continental Congress sent representatives, including Benjamin Franklin, Samuel Chase, and Charles Carroll, to persuade the Canadians to join the revolutionary cause. The Americans promised the Canadians religious freedom and political representation in an independent America. Despite these overtures, the response from the Canadians was mixed. Many were wary of the revolutionaries' intentions and the potential for disruption to their relatively stable way of life under British rule. Additionally, the Catholic clergy, influential in French-Canadian society, largely opposed the revolution, fearing that American independence could threaten their religious privileges granted by the Quebec Act. The invasion of Quebec. One of the most direct engagements of French Canadians in the American Revolution came through the American invasion of Quebec. In late 1775, the Continental Army, led by General Richard Montgomery and Colonel Benedict Arnold, launched a campaign to bring Quebec into the revolutionary fold. The aim was to incite a rebellion among the Canadians and secure a northern front against the British. The campaign initially saw some success, with the capture of Montreal in November 1775. However, the assault on Quebec City, launched on December 31, 1775, ended in disaster for the Americans. Montgomery was killed, Arnold was wounded, and the attack was repelled by British forces, bolstered by French-Canadian militia loyal to the Crown. This defeat dampened American hopes of securing French-Canadian support. French-Canadian participation. While the majority of French Canadians remained neutral or loyal to the British, some did join the American cause. These individuals, motivated by a variety of factors including personal grievances against British rule or belief in the revolutionary ideals, played notable roles. 1. Clément Gosselin, a French Canadian who served as a captain in the Continental Army. Gosselin was instrumental in recruiting fellow Canadians to the revolutionary cause. He participated in several key battles and later became a prominent figure in post-war American society. 2. Moses Hazen and the Canadian Regiment. Moses Hazen, a New York-born officer with French-Canadian roots, formed the Congress's own regiment, which included French-Canadian soldiers. This regiment fought in several significant battles, including the Siege of Yorktown, contributing to the eventual American victory. Impact and legacy. The involvement of French Canadians in the American Revolution had lasting implications for both Canada and the United States. For the Canadians, the Revolution reinforced their loyalty to the British Crown, especially after the Quebec Act ensured their cultural and religious rights. This loyalty persisted through subsequent conflicts, including the War of 1812, when French Canadians again resisted American invasions. For the United States, the mixed response from French Canadians highlighted the complexities of building a broad coalition against British rule. The failed Quebec campaign underscored the challenges of securing foreign support and the importance of understanding local contexts in revolutionary movements. Conclusion. The story of French Canadians in the American Revolution is one of nuance and complexity. While the majority remained loyal to the British Crown, fearing the disruption of their societal structure, a notable minority embraced the revolutionary cause, contributing to the fight for American independence. Their involvement, whether as adversaries or allies, played a significant role in the broader narrative of the Revolution, illustrating the diverse and multifaceted nature of this historic struggle. As we commemorate the American Revolution, it is essential to recognize and appreciate the varied contributions and experiences of all those who were part of this transformative period.